Hey guys, welcome back to the water cooling project. Just about have everything done. We got it all plumbed in now. The reservoir is mounted. I've actually used just a strip of metal that we had left from cutting out the window, the side window here on the Antec, and we just bent that around, drilled a couple holes and mounted that, which is really all you need for the reservoir. We mounted the pump down in the bottom. Because of the extreme angle here trying to go up to the reservoir, I did have to put a 90-degree elbow in just to keep the hose from kinking. We put new hosing in all the way around to get rid of all of that gunk that was in the hoses. As you can see, we mounted the reservoir onto the back. See if I can spin this around a little bit. And we mounted the pump right here up on the front. I wanted to keep it low because of the fans up on the top here. We wanted to allow as much air in as possible to keep the RAM cool, keep the motherboard cool, all of the components, so we don't want to block too much air coming into the case. The way it is set up with the power supply pulling air in from the back and pushing down at the bottom, so that's just going to loop through and not add any heat to the case itself. With the radiator being outside the case, we're going to pull some air from here with our push-pull setup through the radiator. We got that big 200 millimeter top fan in there. That's going to pull air out, and then our 3 inlet fans. So it should keep everything nice and cool inside the case. As typical with any sort of water cooling system, you're going to end up with hoses. I mean, there's no way to avoid that. Maybe if a person really wanted to spend a lot of money on a bunch of 90-degree fittings, something like that, where you could maybe run it up and around the frame, kind of get it out of the middle of the case like this. But we really didn't want to spend that much money on this project. Kind of impractical. But as you can see, it's running right now. You can see the water flowing in there. I've been test running it for about 2 hours now, just to make sure there's no leaks in the system. And it's a good thing that I did, because of all the weird places to leak, it actually had a drip right here on the return line, which you wouldn't think would have any pressure on it. It's just pumping it back into the reservoir. But for some reason we did have a drip here. So I did have to get some extra hose clamps, and I hose clamped all the fittings just to make sure that we would alleviate that, because we certainly don't want any leaks in the system. And for the few pennies they are each for the hose clamps, they're well worth it to make sure you save your system. But basically, it's all put together. I'm just going to put the side covers on, front panel on, and then we're going to go plug it in, test it, and see what our temperatures look like. Okay, we have her all put back together. I've been running it for a couple hours. As you can see, we can easily see the fluid moving in it now, and check the fluid level without having to fight with that stock reservoir. I was also able to put the 80 millimeter fan back on the north bridge to help keep that cooler while we got it overclocked. I'm running it right now at 3.25 gigahertz. We got 42, 42, 39, and 42 on the cores. As you can see here, we're at 433.3 megahertz on the bus instead of the stock 333. And just to verify, it is currently running at 3.25 gigahertz. So very happy with that. I really like how it came out. I like the fact that the lighted LEDs on the RAM help to light it up and change colors from green and red and yellow, and it really helps to see through the reservoir and see the water flowing as well as the amount of fluid in the reservoir. But that's going to be it for this project. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll answer them the best I can.